bad. Like the lag this year, like I swear, if like last year you could like manage the lag. This year, but you lag is like not even.
Especially field goals. Like you're kicking a game in field when you're lagging.
Yeah, but she has an E for some reason. Pretty much infectious. Y'all support me. I'm gonna jump over the black hole. Actually, if I was rolling there, if you were. Actually, if I was rolling, he told me no. Huh? If you're down, I'm down.
Sure am.
Focus.
I need to.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm a little excited. There's a lot of chat, chit chat going on. I know, but still. 83. Never mind. Hey, bro, you mocking my homie, bro? You mocking my homie? Nah, that's the way you said it. Like Tanner said. Yeah, didn't he though? Didn't he though? No. Hey, Hunter, you can't share your voice? You still can't share your voice? You should go into your settings. Just FaceTime me and go into your settings. Hey, Tanner. We won't snicker about that.
The thing is, the next person close to me had 6 wins, so even if I would have still got, I probably would have.
Sure. Hey, what's up, bro? You weren't feeding OBJ?
All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to Chile, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set.
My bad. It'll take 2 seconds. It's playoffs. That guy, I was trying to get him some extra XP, so he ain't going to be taking the kick returns. He has no juke ability, nothing. He's just straight speed. But it's cool having a white guy back there, I guess.
Who is it? Scotty Miller?
Yeah.
I hit him last year.
He's great out of the backfield, bro. He's great out of the backfield.
Yeah, I moved him running back. He's originally a wide receiver.
And that's what I thought. I was like, his catching is stupid good.
Like my backup running back Isaiah McKenzie did the same thing too. I always do that. I always get a backup.
Shot at the 23-yard line.
I drafted a running back the other day that was a running back. He's in our other league that we play. And 80 catches. Highest I've ever seen. 79 overall.
Yellow! Let's go, Lou, lady! Hey, Ripley!
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
You can't until you're in there.
Here's first and 10.
Like on the field. And you gotta do it.
Attack, attack! Hey, yellow, hey, go going.
Flare, alert, flare.
Easy. Yellow. Our side.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm
coming after you.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
I can't believe
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Topper. 57's Mike. I'm trying to collect. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Yeah. You don't want none. Check.
Collect.
Check 4. Check 24. Check 24. Sponge. No.
On second down now. It's Patterson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Undercrunch. Yellow. Hey, yellow, hey, go going.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
No, that wasn't me. I was 44.
First down, Cleveland.
See? He just fell down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got it. That's all right.
Throwing, Mayfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check out. Point it right.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 33 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Chiefs, nothing.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Hardman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up third down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Bang, 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 bang. Out, out.
43, 43.
Jones. And some room to work. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Ronald Jones, 66 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
54 miles.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. I got you.
They run again on first down. Chubb. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
He put him on the ground.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down.
Mike Bobo. Go, go. 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check, check.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Fuck you, Greedy. Every time I fucking play this.
And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Definitely didn't expect you to play that aggressive, so you definitely didn't
I mean, you had the inside. I mean, that's what it came down to. That ball was so deep, there's no way Patty was throwing the outside shoulder.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike, hurry! Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. A gain there of 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bring it! Bring it! Run. 6 guys! Check 6 guys! Switch it, hurry! Watch out! Pistol!
They go with Chubb on second down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
That lineman has no chance.
Set, 180! 44. Hey, alert!
Watch the split! Shit!
Hey, hurry! Regular!
Now Mayfield.
On the back time! Oh my God!
Way incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
Dude,
more
what
problems
are you
here
doing?
on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh, why did you?
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
You had a lane and everything. Oh my God. Duke the inside and get another 10 at least.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
On Sunday.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Man, that's trash. Bravo. Mike check 33.
Mike, hey!
Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Able to find Warner, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mike's 57. 57's right. Big Alpha. Big stop. Let's go. 57.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Yellow. I'm the line. 80.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. His pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
'57's the Mike. Watch 57.
He's tied. Right on these two.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 57's Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
44. Hey, Charlie.
Check. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 44 is the mic.
Kings.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He throws it incomplete.
Oh, my God, dude. Give me a break.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch a slant. Bofo's the mic. Mike's Bofo. Here we go.
Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Man, I got you. Slam.
Kings.
Final play of the half, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He finds Beckham, complete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
To me.
A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency
I
from
don't know
their
why.
side,
You should have been
coupled
able to.
with,
Maybe
you and I
that
both know
halftime,
the special
I guess.
teams coordinators. They
I know you can't
sell
audible
their
out of
key
it.
plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked
I've never
about.
been able to do that. It's never let me.
180.
44. Let's get up.
Run.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Check. Fresno.
Alert.
Now Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
54 is Mike. Check.
Hey, Delta.
54. Yo. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". 65.
Mayfield steps away to his left. This one complete to Pat.
Dude, I am
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
180! Mark 54! Switch up, switch up! Check 13! Check 13! Watch twist! Watch twist!
Hurry, hurry! Watch it!
Now Chubb running right. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Chubb, he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Like, don't bully my man
Third
like
quarter, and
that.
you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike.
180!
54! Mike 54!
Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I wasn't looking at
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. One switch, one switch, one switch. Check 50, check 50. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Again, it's Jones. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Yellow.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
You must be dreaming. Yellow.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
You got a touchdown,
Took
bro.
a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six in the previous drive.
Bro.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
I think they can only catch it if you switch to him and use or try and catch it.
I was trying to switch.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room.
Yellow.
57's Mike. Charlie. Exit. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Here we go.
Now Mahomes. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Easy.
First down.
57. Mike, 57.
Mahomes now on first down. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 43-yard line.
43.
Hey, check box trot. Mike, 57. Let's go, dude.
Mahomes to throw once more.
What?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked
Oh,
up by Jamal
yeah, I was about to
Adams.
say, 'cause
And
there's
they
no
will
way that guy
set
could
a
have
shot
popped
at
out of
their own
nowhere.
41-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Chubb on first down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Whip.
You draw corkers.
Check 26. Watch the ship.
They run it again with Chubb, finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
54. It's been a long day for you. Deuce.
Hey, alert 33.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Good. 180.
Alert 3.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score of Browns 24, Chiefs 7.
Good. 20.
54.
King.
Showing up.
Run.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Up, left.
Check. Nickel.
Point it right. Check.
On the carry, it's Chubb.
Holy
He's
ref.
got the first
Holy.
down here inside the 30.
Oh,
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 17, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
5. Right there. 54, right there. Hurry! It's our time.
A give running right is Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those. Yeah,
I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Gets this one to Hill. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
57, Mike 57.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Let's get this. Single. 15. Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mike 54. Regular. Hey, wahoo! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. You. I got it.
On 1st down, McKenzie shoves him aside. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Right back to him on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Never had that.
All right. Hey, alert 33.
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
I don't give a shit. I mean, that's just another way for Tanner to score.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
The highest fuck after this game.
Throwing on first down. Now he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards
I got a
that
playoff
time.
game to play.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I stomped your ass.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Mahomes now to throw.
Oh my God, I hate you
another
so
interception.
I hate you so
At
much
the
for that, bro.
21,
Like,
and his guys are going to take over
it's going
at
to
the
show me.
21-yard line.
Like, so, okay, your guy catches that.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL,
Oh, Daniel
That's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, like, held him to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Check.
They'll run on first down. It's McKenzie. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
54. Alert!
Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate when he throws a nice pass for a first down.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.
Let me find out my team ballin'. You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch. I'm a shine out. Working hard. Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on. Took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings. I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard. I can never play soft. Giant in New York. I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what. Like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss. Yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'm a shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'm a shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft.
Actually, I
Giant in
can't.
New York, I
That's
run
why
it
I
back
can't
like Saquon.
fucking
If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Under late, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'm a shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'm a shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. saw. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes
Later,
in.
dude.
She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason
Alright,
why
Eli, I'm ready.
Cause he gave me
Getting this work.
Swear that all makes sense. When you making bands can make sense.
Doing a resupply.
I'll wait till after that resupply and then I'll give you that work, bro.
Wait, did Nate reply?
He said post 8 p.m.
Oh, I don't have to work tomorrow.
Oh, no shit.
Way too many wins, they know the shit. They know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick.
Dude, they let off 6 guys today.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Damn.
So we're going back up to 5 days, but we're still only going to do 4 a week.
Who'd they lay off?
Fucking Jeff. Well, 3 of them they transferred next door. Not sure who. But Jeffrey, Virgil, Travis, I don't think you knew him. And then,
what were they hiring for, though, like, a while back?
it was probably the other plant.
Oh.
Or,
Well, that means money will go up, though.
right.
That's good. When does that happen?
When?
Yeah. When you guys do
Today?
5 days.
Oh, next week.
Oh, yeah. That's good, though.
Right.
Gives you some extra
Yeah,
flavor.
shit. Who else was it? Oh, it was Mike up in, like, Doors and Drawers.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
So he
And
kept...
then his brother, Myron.
Ooh.
Yeah. He did a good job. I don't, like...
Yeah, I thought Myron
There
did
had to
pretty
be-
well.
Yeah, there had to be cuts made somewhere. It was tough.
Hunter got off?
Yeah. You saw that shit, didn't you?
Yeah, why Hunter get off?
He was going to bed, I guess.
Yeah, so he was going to bed.
Dude, I got mad. I got mad as fuck.
How?
No, you didn't.
Okay, those drop picks that would have saved me, what, 6 points right there. And I would have just started running the ball up the fucking gut. Well, the thing
Oh,
was,
Sheldon ain't playing tonight.
no, you guys played CPU.
I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now.
Yeah, but you also reverted right back to the same trajectory. But let me, I'll be back in the party.
I felt like I didn't start doing it until I was down 24, thinking, okay.
Yeah, you stuck to your game plan. Like,
I was even down 10. I was down 10 there, and I was still, pounding away. And then when he scored that up to 31, there was that one pass I threw that he user lurked that I had a seam where I threw inside of my tight end, and I clicked on it to user it to aggressive catch it, and it was like a 2nd and 12, and his guy that has that attribute or whatever it is,
Adams?
yeah, the lurk thing,
yeah, that's nice.
he was like far, I felt like he was far as fuck from where I could have thrown it at the angle, and he lurked it. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was a fucking crazy thing.
No, the one I threw to Tyreek and I had that one pick. I had a feeling he thought I was running, so I was like, I'm gonna see if Tyreek can just see if he can outrun the dude. Had it, he'll throw it 70. And he threw it inside and gave the corner the position to pick it off.
You gotta go back. You ready for bed, dude? Mm-hmm. You need some milk? Yeah, you do.
I bet Raymond's gotten big since I've seen him.
Yeah.
Last time I was there, I think it was like, what, my Jeep?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That was like, what, like May? April?
Yeah.
Oh, that was before you got laid off, right?
Yeah, it was literally like a week or two before I got laid off.
Hello.
I mean, it's been a day. It was shitty because I got divorced April 30th. And literally a week later, I got fucking laid off. I was like, fuck. So I was like shitting bricks. I was like, I have money to sit for a little bit, but shit, like, I really don't want to go back to another factory. How the fuck I managed to manage this fucking shit.
Everything happens for a reason.
Sure.
What? Whoa, what are you doing?
No, seriously though, if you get laid off, and I can still get you a job around here and you can keep pretty good money, probably hard, just as good as what you make the factory.
Yeah.
So, you always have an option at least.
Yeah, I was like, damn, luckily that wasn't me, cause just had 2 weeks off and shit.
Bro, like,
he got no money saved up. I mean,
yeah, we just got off that holidays and shit, yeah. That's what's rough, is like, just right after the holidays, people just did all that Christmas and shit. They're like, fuck, I'm not even really prepared for this.
well, like, I feel like they tried to, everybody they laid off doesn't have kids or anything. Like, I don't think Virgil has kids.
Yeah, Virgil does.
He does?
Pretty sure.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not friends with him on Facebook, but yeah, he might have. I'm guessing they transferred him back over because that's
what I was wondering. Cause yeah, he came from over there. I remember I was helping, like when I was there, they would send me back there to help with chassis prep and everything.
And I'm guessing they put Jeffrey over there too.
Yeah, I'm just so glad I'm not in it anymore. I could, but man, I don't want to. Like the back of my left leg hurts so bad sometimes because I broke my leg, and when I worked at Challenger, I had to wear a boot, and that leg was straight, like damn near all day until I could like walk on it a little bit better to do the full table work. Dude, I think I got like arthritis built up back there because I'll just be standing and that shit just aches. Yeah, no.
I don't know what arthritis feels like. Somebody might do that.
Well, I would think the only three places I would have it would be that and then my shoulders. I had so much shit fucked up with my shoulders. Everywhere else, probably alright, but shit. When people say, I don't know, have you broke a bone before, Eli?
No. I fractured my arm, but I didn't.
When they say that shit aches when it gets cold or it's about to rain, seriously, like the real deal. I'll be in bed and that shit'll wake me up.
Yeah.
It's not even like, it's just dull. You can feel it, but it's just dull. It's not like super painful. It Just like, but enough to be like, damn, well, you'll notice it for sure.
Alright. But it's like kind of a throbbing pain, or?
Yeah, like a dull, like here and there, and it'll come back. Like if you put a little bit of pressure on it, you can kind of feel it a little bit. I think it has something to do with like the biometric pressure in the air. Like once the pressure drops a little bit, that has something to do with it.
Yeah. No, like I said, if my arm was just fractured, like they said cracked, I don't even know. Like I had a cast on for like 6 weeks, but it wasn't bent, it just got smashed.
Yeah, they just told me to wear a boot for what, 6 weeks, 4 weeks, I can't remember. But they said I played in a football game with a broken leg, bro. It was nuts, and didn't even know it was broke. I had my suspicions, but what I did was just wrap it with an ace bandage and put a calf sleeve over it, and it just like it helped so much. And I took a bike in it, and I was like good. And then halftime rolled around, I was like limping like a bitch. That shit was sore as fuck. Went to the doctor on the Tuesday, we played Saturday, and saw it. And it was already starting to calcify to healing.
That's crazy.
Because I didn't play. I played in a game what was 5 weeks or 6 weeks after I broke it. Yeah. Didn't know it, and I got an X-ray. I was like, holy shit, and then somebody booted for like another 4 weeks. I think it was 4 weeks. That sucks, man, because I would take it out when I would get home because I didn't want to get the atrophy. Cause I could still kind of walk on it, but I didn't want like my calf to be like super small, and then I'd have to like rebuild it up. It's a bitch. So when I would get home, I didn't have to like have something that had to be protected. I would put it in if I had to leave or something. But if I was at home, I was just like at least like just limp. I would walk slow. Just so at least the muscles were at least like moving, and they weren't just nothing for 4 weeks straight. And I'm sure I lost something, but yeah, that shit was crazy. And then the next year I freaking broke a rib.
Jesus.
Yeah, all from like someone went to go to tackle me, and like the force of their fist coming in hit my rib just right. There it went.
That hurt.
Oh, dude, I couldn't breathe. I was like, because like every time I went to take a breath, it just like a terrible pain, and then it started to go away a little bit where I could breathe. But like any little movement, it sucked to drive home. I could barely drive home. It was awful. And then I worked at Renegade when that happened, bro. I was hurting so bad for like 2 weeks, and Jesse helped me a lot on like setting slide outs and whatnot if I had to lift anything. Oh yeah, dude, I'm telling you.
You didn't tell anybody?
Hell no, I didn't tell anybody but Jesse. The only person I told.
Ernest or Coffin?
Yeah, Ernest. Dude, if Jesse helped me keep afloat in there. I know it, cause like, dude, nobody wanted. When I asked for help, other than you and like Brian Denny, like nobody really cared, really helped. Other than if like you need to help with, like if it was literally a 2-person job. Like if I had a question or anything, nothing. And every time I'd ask Jesse, like Jesse knew everything of all of it because he worked there from day one. Because they would do one a week when he worked there. So he was building the slide out from A to Z, from building it all the way from scratch to loading it to wiring it up, all that in a week.
Alright, yeah, you did it on myself.
That'd be fucking exhausting, bro.
I mean, you still have people helping you do the major shit, obviously.
Yeah, like setting it and everything, Shit, man. Yeah, he helped me a lot. And I tell you what, like, if it wasn't for him, I probably would have been canned a long time ago. Like, I came in not having anything but challenger door experience. That's it.
Yeah, but like, that's not necessarily a bad thing because that way
they can train me the way they want to.
Right. But yeah, it definitely helped to have an experience.
Yeah, I mean, like the basic things. I don't think Perlin realized how dry I was. Like, he didn't realize, like, damn, he really doesn't know, like, anything about this stuff. I mean, I felt like, I don't know, coming into that where it's, you know, more intricate than just knowing a few basic things and busting out 25 in one day. I feel like I've been pretty decent.
Yeah, it definitely takes longer to learn shit because you don't do it as much.
Yeah, we knew we were doing it.
Hello.
So exactly.
Hello.
I don't know,
Yeah, so
I enjoyed it for the
better,
most
bro.
part.
Oh my
So,
God.
no, you're good. What's up?
Oh, you didn't get that.
Okay, you can't tell me those 2 picks that I could have had on defense. I didn't get mad.
Okay, those 2 picks wouldn't change the score that much.
It possibly
You
could
kind of
have.
reverted right back to the. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna tell you this. This is something you do, and I noticed it. You watch your receiver before you throw the ball. You don't watch the defender. You know that pick you threw when it was cover 3 and the safety rolled down and you threw an out route, I think, top of the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, if you would have watched the safety, you had the out at the other side of the screen. You know what I'm saying? But that safety rolled, and you didn't watch the safeties, you watched your receiver. You assumed he was up because he broke, and he was on the corner, but the safety undercut it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you gotta watch your keys. Like you're getting out of, like almost out of whack with actual football things, like watching your keys, watching the safeties, figuring out where they are. That tells you, okay, you didn't run the ball well, which doesn't help. Your O-line sucks, which doesn't help. I would say you need to step up and through the pocket better. Like,
yeah, I was dropping too far. I didn't notice.
Yep.
But
The more you kept dropping,
the one thing about the run game I noticed was, okay, so he realized I was eating him up the middle. I know I had almost 100 yards with like, I think 11 carries, 10 carries with Jones. So, I mean, I ran the ball decent according to the carries, but I had that one run. But what I was doing was, I made him switch to like he was playing the outside run. He was not letting anything go outside, and the pressure was instant. So I was like, okay, I'll just run right up the freaking gut.
do you know why the pressure is instant?
That's what I couldn't really figure out.
Okay, so it's called gap occupying. So if you notice, he was walking the guy down and he was overloading one of your gaps. And he kept doing it. So what you gotta do is you gotta slide your line.
That's what I started doing.
Protection of one more guy. Okay, so what he was doing is he would walk one guy down. Like he got instant pressure with a four rush in dime, only because he overloaded your tackle. So he'd have his end engaged and he would come right off the edge. But if you slide your line, your guard gets the end and the tackle gets the edge.
And then what I noticed though is like when he did that, because I would slide right on that because he was mainly coming mostly from the right side because my right tackle was butt. And I guarantee you looked at that. So when I would run, it would be up the middle and weak. And when I did that, I busted off about 6 to 8 yard runs a couple times. But then like what killed me, I got a couple negative runs running outside, so I just stopped running outside. And then when I scored on that touchdown, I ran the power I with that extra blocker, ran right up the freaking gut. It opened up like a freaking, like a valley, bro. And then it was a touchdown. And so I was like, okay, I'll keep being in there. But well, then what fucking me up was, okay, Patty Mahomes started the game with a fumble, 6. That didn't help at all. Like I was going to take that. You didn't see that?
I didn't hear you.
I said Patty Mahomes started the game out with a fumble 6. So. No, that was your fault. I know, but here's my thing: is like that doesn't help my cause. You know what I mean?
Come on. It hasn't been 4 minutes. It was 7:37. I told you 4 minutes. Put it back in the bucket. You've been a damn pussy. No, that was your fault. It's helping you. Shut up.
Well, here was my thing: is I saw the guy and I was like, okay, if he brings that guy, I am super fucked. He brought the guy.
Why would you hike it? And
because
you didn't come out and play action right away.
Well, I was nailing R2 to come out of it, and I think the animation was just too long. But what I was wondering is if that he was 23, If he would have dropped back, that probably would have worked. 'Cause I would have just dumped underneath and got my 3-4 yards. That's what I was gonna do.
Right. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna tell you. If you think that guy's coming, you block the tight end over the guy you think's coming. Like you knew there was a chance he'd come. Hold on a second.
I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on.
Eli, you know that resupply?
I'm doing another one.
Oh my god, bro. Come on.
Dude, I'm not playing you.
Why?
I gotta play Nate.
Right, so when you do that though, you gotta buck that tight end or slide right, because if you don't, you give him a free rush. That's what pissed me off, was like you saw he was coming, you looked at it, you noticed it because you waited, and you still ran the same play with no adjustment. Like that didn't make sense. Like you can't blame Madden for that when you could have adjusted and made a better decision.
Yeah. I'm just saying it didn't help the cause. It ended up in 6.
No,
I played damn good defense against him. Like I can't.
You played great defense. But you only played great defense for so long. The 4th down conversion, that play was dumb. When you bundled up 2 receivers in the same spot, that was stupid.
Yep, I noticed that. But I thought also when I saw that play, I thought what would have been Tyreek, because then Waller came out from underneath to go to the outside. I thought Tyreek was gonna bend that inside more. I didn't throw it to Tyreek. I threw it to the tight end because I knew his ass was gonna use her on Hill all day long, like he said. So I wasn't even gonna throw it to him because Hill was on the top of the triangle. He was supposed to, I thought, go inside and sit like damn near not the middle, but he went like 2 steps up and sat.
Right.
And then Waller, when he went, because Waller's the back left, had to come underneath and walk that way, and he didn't even push him inside. And I was like, oh my god, like. So then I'm thinking if I ever run that play against him again, because I know he'll probably do that, I'll just run that motherfucker on a slant. If I ran him on a slant, it would have pulled him further inside, and I would have had Waller on that first down.
You missed a touchdown too before halftime.
Which one? I might have caught it.
Okay, so it was. I know. It was. I was watching. I'm like, okay, but it was trips left. Trips left. You had a tight end, single back right. You ended up throwing the ball down to Patterson at the second time, but the first time. Threw it
on a stop or out?
No. It was just a out of backfield.
Oh, okay.
So so some dude had someone on the outside, and then you ran 2 goals. You were gonna make him choose because you saw he was using the safety.
Yep.
He jumped inside, and you could have lobbed it up to Hill on the outside, and you didn't throw it. And I was like jumping up and down in the shower, like, oh my! Like he gave you the look you wanted, and you didn't throw it. I was just like, could not believe it. If you just watch him, he has to choose.
Yeah, but also what I saw right out of the backfield is I was like, because Patterson's a good enough athlete.
Yeah, fuck that though. You didn't send that guy on to go to play at the backfield. I mean, don't play conservative in 2 minute drills. He's trying to get points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
like,
that onside kick, bro,
was stupid. But it didn't hurt you because he didn't score.
Yeah, exactly. But the reason I know, but the reason why I did it is because I know you can't audible out of it, and I did not even know you can't call a timeout after halftime. So use that to your advantage if you ever need to.
Yeah,
so, but the reason why I did that is because I know exactly where to freaking put it, which I did. My thing is like, dude, I got 3 or 4 guys to his 1, and his 1 still got it. You know what I mean? Like a linebacker. So like, he even said it, like, holy shit, and I know where he put it. Like you ride that to the 4 as close as you can get it, and you go about 45 to 50%, come back down, and you don't even have to hit it perfect, just close. And it'll roll that all the way to the very edge for that last or second to last guy to pick it every time. And you can even do it with a protect. You just have to be more precise on it because you got to hit it close onto that very 10. And I've figured out how to do it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna come out, and then if he calls timeout, he has 1 less timeout. Cool, and I'll just kick it off. Couldn't, so I was like, I'm gonna fucking still do it. So I did it, kicked it fucking perfect, and dude, I was going crazy. There's another opportunity right there. I was
definitely have some drop picks. You definitely have some drop picks. what was frustrating me was like if he wasn't running the ball, he was throwing the over route. Everything was just over route. That's all it was. He was running deep crossers, trying to sneak behind your cover 3. That's all he kept doing. That's all he has.
Yeah.
That same shit. That's what's frustrating. Like.
Did you see the one where I threw the hill and it was I went to aggressive catch and his defender came behind and it got tipped in the air, and then freaking Goodwin had it in his lap and there was no one around him. He had it in there for like 10 yards. Did you see that? It was, I think, right before half or maybe right after half. And I was like spamming the shit to change to the player because it wouldn't change to the player so I could catch it. That's the only way you can catch it. And there was no one around. I was like, oh my god. Hunter was like, wow.
I thought you played how you started playing when you were behind. Hitch, drag. That's how you should be playing. Like you started chasing and you got back right to the same goofy shit. Like that's what was frustrating me. Like we just talked about it, and it's hard to get out of that routine, but you gotta make yourself focus. Like, okay, drag this, drag that. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you just read that defender, don't read the receiver. Because the receiver look open all the time. But I mean, just take it next year. And I ain't even being funny.
And I was saying this to Jet earlier. I was like, I don't know how it's gonna pan out because I've only played the CPU in this with this playbook that I'm using. I was like, but dude, the playbook's for like damn near quick pass, boom, 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 because my offensive line's butt, except for like my guard and my left tackle, that rookie is decent, and then my receivers are good, Patty's good, but my running backs are mediocre. Like that Jones guy, he's good and fast, but he can't juke. He's not gonna be like oh motherfucker down to the ground, juke this dude. Oh he house.
This is my question: why didn't you use that?
What?
Like, why didn't you use the quick pass?
Because I tried. I shit you not, bro. Like, there was 2 plays in a row that I ran, and it was a 6 play, and then there was a play where I ran, it was like 2nd and 7, and I ran a corner. It was a corner with Tyreek Hill, and I smart routed it, and the corner stayed down, and I read it right, and he cut it right at the 7-yard line on the first down, and I threw it even before the cut, and he
Why'd you smart right the corner?
Because it shortened the corner down.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, though.
Why wouldn't I? If this guy was pressing, he was pressing the receiver down, and the guy was playing back.
Well, because you... Wait.
He was playing like 7 yards. He was playing like 7 yards. Like he was playing like the first down marker. And as soon as like I called hike, the guy was pressing outside the receiver, and he went to run the corner, and I pressed it like immediately.
Okay, this is why I say not to, because if he's pressing and you smart right into the first down marker, you make him closer to the DB. You close that distance down.
No, but what I'm saying is it was like probably man coverage, or it was like he was a cover 2 and he pressed it. Or it was a cover 2 and he pressed, and that corner should be open. And that corner didn't even like have anything to do with Tyreek Hill in that play. It was him and the guy over top of him.
Okay, so think about it like spacing. Okay, let's say we're at the Crocs or whatever, and you got a combo coverage and the corner's pressing. Are you gonna run a shallow corner, or are you gonna run a corner behind him like a little deeper? You probably run a little bit deeper,
yeah.
Right? So when you smart routed him, you drew him to the corner.
No, what I'm saying is like in Madden, I'm telling you, there was no one on him. Like where Tyreek Hill, where I could call hike and damn near immediately throw it to where I can get a completion and get 5 yards. I couldn't even do that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I threw it 7 yards for Tyreek Hill's now. So like the corner had nothing to do. So and I couldn't even get the play off. I was like, damn. So what I did is then I started running up the middle, and that's where I started getting my chunks of yards. I think it was in the second quarter.
I gotta look at. There were some too where you have trips on side and you baseline. You could have dropped the ball off real quick right now. Like that play you like I throw the flat right now. Like you had that a couple times. Boom, boom, boom. Like, oh my gosh, just throw it really to your yards. Like, which is cool. You know what I mean? It's just nip them down, boom, nip them down, boom, nip them down. It's like walk them up. Like you gotta set up that big punch. Like you can't come out trying to throw it. But I don't think you did that game. I think you threw a few jabs and you miss, and then you're like, okay, this ain't working. In reality, it's just those plays weren't successful.
The one that I totally was like, fuck, because I know I caught him off guard with that Tyreek Hill deep ball. But they threw it inside, and it was an easy pick for his defender, because his defender played inside, obviously. You know what I mean? Do you remember that one?
No, I didn't see. I saw a user pick, and then I saw the safety go down. I was closing YouTube because I was so frustrated, to be honest.
I think it was like a second 8, second 7, and he was playing off, but it wasn't like a 10-yard cushion. It was like they gave him like that cover 3 cushion. And I threw it, and I mean Tyreek Hill was stepping with him, but it was just thrown inside enough for his guy to be able to, over his shoulder pick it off. So,
we'll see. There's a lot of stuff I can show you.
I'm not worried about my defense. My defense plays well.
Your defense plays good. You seem to be very one-track minded. You're very like, this should be there. And you kind of get fucked. Like you kind of got into the fuck it, I'm gonna send it deal.
You know what I should probably do? Just play more online games. Cause I figured like when I played more online games, it forced me to not get maybe I'm just getting into habits and CPU or something. I don't know. Not using that as an excuse like altogether.
No. I think you're getting out of the thing of like reading defense. Like hitting R2, looking at it, like scanning back and forth, looking at alignment where the corners, where the safeties. I think you're kind of getting
no. I said no.
No what? No what?
No.
No what?
No.
No.
No what?
No.
My stuff's so white, they want to speak to the manager. Bars.
It's girly power. Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams.
What you doing watching Tanner play?
With that, we'll get out to Matt Nagy's home opener as coach of the Bears as we get to Soldier Field with Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis. Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Just seen a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way.
Understandable.